Hey folks, this is Cory. Can I get some love in the chat to let me know that I'm streaming? Had to spend a while setting this up while Cinder's block was up, but I think that this is probably what I'm going to go with. So, originally I was going to do Civ 6, but I was talking that out and then just thinking about it on my own. Slept on it. Civ 6 is a game that takes like, sorry, let me just adjust this down a little bit, multiple hours to do. And even if I was going to do a quick mode, I couldn't do like the thing that I was going to originally plan on, which is to say I was going to start off with an hour of some OlliOlli 2 or something, and then just scoot on to something else, which was, in this case, would have been Civ 6 if that doesn't take forever. I think I may like start trying to stream that on Sunday on the offhand, just to fill in some space and get familiar with everybody. But hi, my name's Cory. I'm the Grand Archivist of Voxus at this point. I handle the social media, I handle the videos, and this is the 24-hour Extra Life stream, if you're just tuning in. Right now, we are about at the 8-hour point, I think, for this stream. A little past that, about 20 minutes in. But hey, so what's up, everybody? I'm just gonna take you on to the feud. So, behold, it's a capture. Let's just, 1 second, let me get an idea of how loud this dang thing is, because it's gonna be some good-ass music, but... Alright. Let's turn that down a little. Okay. And here we go. Alright, guys, we're in the feud. This is OlliOlli 2. I was joking about how I'd make you all go through some 2D skatemans. This is the 2D skatemans. So as you can see here, I'm just going to go through this from the very start. OlliOlli 2 and OlliOlli are just a bunch of like score attack, time attack style games. This has to be probably one of my favorite things to play just on my off time. Second one, just turn that here. There we go. This has to be one of my favorite games to play on my off time when I'm not doing anything, because you'll see shortly, but... Ah, is it visible? Is it not visible? Do we have a black screen going on? I might have to switch from game capture to window capture. I've been trying to figure this one out. Okay, cool. I see some people seeing it. So, I'm just gonna take you guys into the feud. Let's just take a look at this one real quick. As you can see, I've already put some time into this. I was warming up a little while earlier just to get familiar with the controls again for stream, but this is an easier thing to just watch go than to explain. So let's just launch into this one and see what happens. And bam. So here we have just a bunch of different objectives, but let's just keep rolling and see what happens, right? So, if you've ever played Tony Hawk or if you've ever played Skate, OlliOlli 2 is something that's highly reminiscent of either of those games. Essentially, you're trying to bust, like, sweet combos throughout the entire level. So, feel free to call this delirious biznasty or what have you. Oh, jeez. Of course, the thing about this is, if you bail out, if you mess up at least once, you don't really get to restart. Each level is a different line, so if you die like I just did, you gotta restart. But the nice thing about this is, restarting is really quick, as you can see. So, if I just keep doing this, no matter if I bail out, it takes me literally about 2 seconds to get back into the action. And this is probably one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite games. Also, I saw that pune in there. Don't tell me I didn't see it. Oh god. The thing that makes this a little more difficult is that, you'll notice that when I have to land a trick, there is a thing down there at the bottom that describes that whether or not it's perfect, or if it's sick, or if it's just okay, etc. You have to time your landings so that you get the full score. Right there, perfect. Otherwise, if you make a sloppy landing or something, essentially your entire combo just gets completely canceled out. And it really sucks, especially if you're building up like a 3,000 point combo like I was. So let's just get this one through. Essentially the idea is you want to be able to manual throughout most of these levels. This is... The difference between OlliOlli 1 and OlliOlli 2 is much like the difference between Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. OlliOlli 2 introduced the mechanic of manualing, and manualing is just a way to keep your whole combo going across the breadth of an entire level, which you can do through most levels pretty much from the start. Oh my god. Are we doing pun hour? I love this. Oh god. Yeah, see, I gotta... The nice thing about this is I can totally mulligan without much guilt. Like, who cares? It takes 2 seconds. By the way, just for reminders, now that I'm in and within it, this is for Extra Life 2016. If I'm not mistaken, we are donating to, Paul can catch me on this, but I think it was the Texas Children's Hospital. My brain is, as you can see, is quite half occupied by doing sick tricks all over the place, so I might need to be someone to run interference on me when I say that. But pretty much... Oh, man. I can't even, like... Because after some point, the reason why I drew a comparison to Skate with this... Oh, God. The reason why I drew a comparison to Skate with this is that to pull off tricks and stuff, you have to use your left thumbstick to, like, flick around the thing in various directions, so it's kind of like... Oh, no. Now I'm just messing it up entirely, and then I'm trying to focus and explain it. Alright. So anyway, basically you have to use the thumbstick to launch tricks in a way that you would if you were playing Skate on like the PS3 or the PS2. This is very much a controller-based game, by the way. It's kind of hard to play. I think you can do it mouse and keyboard. It may not be compatible with that. I might be totally wrong. But you have to input long strings of combos that way, and they have to be timed to a certain way. So it's sort of like a one-person fighting game kind of deal. I don't know if that's the really best way to describe this, but oh jeez. And see, this is the most painful thing that you can do whenever you're playing this game. Is if you totally beef a long combo like that, you just get like 2,000 points, and then you just have to deal with it. You just suck. That's okay. You're gone. Goodbye. Also, don't worry, we'll get out of California soon enough. The nice thing about this game is, even though it gets kind of like harder as you go on, of course, because that's just how video games work, it gets harder as you go on, but you get to different locales. So right now we're just in the middle of Hollywood, I guess. Skating the sweet streets, trying not to beef it down these awesome ramps. But we'll be anywhere from like an Aztec temple to a Wild West sort of situation to, I think, like a vaguely snowy Russia kind of place. The thing about this, the setting of this game is that you're just going and busting sweet moves throughout various sets of movies and stuff. Oh, jeez. I would also recommend, just if anyone hasn't ever done this, this is sort of like with Hotline Miami. Like, just look up the OST for this thing. For the original OlliOlli and then OlliOlli 2. These are some really good tunes. I think they sort of have to adopt the aesthetic because this is a game largely about flow. So you'll notice that sometimes when I read chat between tricks and stuff, I severely mess up. And everything about this game is just designed to encourage you not to do that, to focus and completely just remember where you are. Oh god, why? Well, it's a good thing I'm not doing these for score. I can afford to do a 36 times sloppy combo. I love reading chat, though. Chat's so good to read, especially when I have, like, friggin' nerds going there saying cool things that I like to watch. I love you all, by the way. No, you don't have to participate in the flow, it's just me. I'm the flow one. Even Flow by Pearl Jam. Hey, there we go. I made it through. And it's gonna take a second here to pause and get this up on mi telefono so I can see it a little more reliably. By that I mean the stream chat, because let me tell you, I missize things just a little bit, so I can see part of what people are saying, but I can't see all of it, because that's what happens when you hack up your stream layouts. Oh, BitTrip Runner. That is not a link. That is just a really cool game, and I would recommend playing it if you ever get the chance, because it's pretty. It's one of those neat games that's Thumper style, I guess. If we're oh wait, hang on, we actually got to a new level. So this, excuse me, is the core gameplay of the OlliOlli 2. You see all those achievos there? Basically, this is what I gotta do. So you get stars and stuff to unlock levels. You have to do at least one objective, I think, to unlock the next level. I'm on the amateur lines, there's pro lines, and then there's a rad mode. I don't remember what rad mode is, but I'm not gonna try to do that crooked grind to big splint flip achievement. I have been trying to do that for probably hours, so it's just easier to just ignore those for me and my not-so-agile thumbs. Oh, so there's one more cool feature about this game. They sort of acknowledge that they have a really sick-ass soundtrack. So the nice thing is, at any point in time, if I slam the right stick, left or right, I can essentially change the track. Hey! See, I'm just abusing my powers now. I'll stick with this one. I like this one a lot. Okay, using manual landings, finish level in one massive combo. Yep. Okay. So this is what makes the game a little hard, though. Sometimes you have situations where you're doing some leaps of faith. You kind of have to anticipate where you're headed just based on what the level is, and this is also where the dying a lot part comes in. By the way, OlliOlli 2 is my favorite roguelike, but no, basically, you sort of get a feel for the level by beefing it a few times, and then you gotta... once you reach the end and you have an idea of how the layout is, then you can actually start playing the feud for real. Playing the feud apparently has just been my favorite phrase for the last hour or so, or for the last few days. I don't really know where that came from specifically, but, you know, I enjoy it. Hey! Donations, boys! So, at some point, right, we gotta figure out what to do with all those donations. Oh no, I remembered what I was doing. But, by the way, you know, just in case anyone is tuning in, or, saw my posts on the Tumblr, I hope they did, because that's supposed to be my job. This is the Voxus 24-hour stream. We do these, oh god, every year for Extra Life. This is for, specifically, what you're donating to is the Texas Children's Hospital. This is around Paul's area. Paul is the stream organizer. We are helping Paul, and we are helping everybody, hopefully, by doing these. So please, if someone can drop a donate link in the chat, we love being able to do this as a thing. Oh god, I beefed it. We love being able to do this, and it means so much for me to be able to participate. I did this last year as well, for a block. I think around like 2 or something a.m., and then we did, I believe, a dungeon crawl afterwards. But this is the first time I'm actually doing a block on my lonesome. I think I planned to last year, but didn't end up panning out for some reason or another. Oh god. See, the problem is when you totally beef it, your controller starts vibrating like mad, so it's just like, nope, you done hecked it. And we're gonna make it especially visceral, so you know for sure how bad you hecked it. By the way, there are spins. If you're super fancy, you can start adding those in, but I was never too confident with them. Hey, there we go. Oh, God. Alright, one more time. If I don't get all 3 of these relics, I'm just gonna move on, because, you know, I don't really care way too much. I mean, I actually super care, and I'm super sad that I'm not doing this properly, but, beggars and choosers, pretty much. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy on my poor soul. Alright, here we go. Now we're in to win it. Oh god, we were not in it to win it. Alright. Well, I hecked up, so time to move on. 100,000 points, 36 combo, manuals, golden skull. Hey, we're doing an Indy Jones! Okay, so this is something that I think I can do, because a hard flip is, yep. So the nice thing about this game is... Oh god. Alright. There are ways to do tricks. There are specific tricks. There is a Trictionary. It is like Tony Hawk, but the problem is, because you can't press buttons, I usually tend to get super tripped up. I think that was the Golden Skull, actually. Anyway, because you can't press buttons, I tend to get super tripped up. This is entirely reliant on your left stick skills. So I just need, like, a camera on my thumb or something to capture sort of the Olympics that you have to go through in order to pull specific things. Which is to say, after a certain point, I just kind of give up and start flailing this thing in random directions. It don't do nearly as many points. I'm pretty sure if someone out there really kind of can lock into what they're doing, then they should be able to properly do these sorts of things, but I can't do them reliably no matter how much I try. I don't know if there's some sort of like exaggerated nature that I need to do with these, but let me tell you, when I keep trying to do the hard flip and I keep getting the anti-Casper, I have no idea if it's like, am I doing a quarter circle kind of business or am I doing a half circle kind of business? This is one of those things where it's really kind of hard to specify what I'm doing, because I still haven't figured out the conditions for triggering a specific something or other. Oh god, why did I try to manual there? Why did I try to manual? Hey, by the way, I just got the Tiny Hawk achievement. That's awesome! I love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, by the way. If I could've... There's so many things, so many Sports Boy games that I kind of wish I could have streamed, but I'm only good at, like, a few of the games in my Steam library, and also I only have a few Sports Boy games in my Steam library. Most of them are generic, pretty much. Oh, no. I hecked up another one. Well, as long as I... Oh, I don't actually survive. Alright, I'm gonna do a no-talk run to see if I can get through this properly. Okay, and let's do this. I'm glad to know you're so supportive of me, Adox. I'm also glad to know that you're telling me to do a Reaper, but let me tell you, I'm not nearly fashionable enough to do what that man does. Ah, here we go. Now, I said that this pulls you through different settings and stuff, right? So, Now we go from Aztec land to trains. So this is where stuff starts to pick up, and the achievements tend to get harder. Okay, a board slide's that. But also, we're gonna learn some stuff. So, you get different things. This is the training in there, by the way. So I'm just gonna take a second to do this one, so I can... Oh yeah, that's right! Oh, this is another cool thing. Oh no. So this is something I always neglect to remember as a thing that you can do in OlliOlli. God, grind swaps, or grind switches. I've totally forgot that that was an actual thing. Okay, so now that we know that this is a thing that you can do, alright. Okay. There we go. There we go. I really like these levels, by the way. I also just like the design aesthetic of this thing. By the way, those ramps, they're revolvers. This is like that Sonic Mania level, if you've been keeping up with the... Oh, God. Oh, that man. Oh, that man beefed it into the cave roof. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is like that actually, if anyone's been keeping up with the coverage of, recent gaming news, this is like the Western level from Sonic Mania. By the way, Sonic Mania, a really cool thing that I want to get into. I haven't touched a Sonic game in ages. I grew up on the 3D Sonics. I did Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So, every time I would try to get into the 2D ones, I don't think I ever had the patience to really kind of sit down and understand how that works. Alright, hang on. Did the wrong level. So this is now a chance for my generation. Oh wait, hang on. Ah, there we go. Smith grind to frontside big skin. Oh, that's not happening. Horseshoes, grind markers, 40 combo. Okay, cool. So the nice thing about this game is that you can pretty much do most of the goals naturally if you're trying to maintain a level-long combo. Which, if you're playing this properly, then that's pretty much what you want to do the entire time if you can help it. Oh no, the birds. Oh no, the chickens. I heard the bagok. But if you can maintain those combos... then you usually can finish about half to most of the objectives. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. So, you'll notice that the level kind of split ways halfway through. That's more replayability going on there. There's different routes that you can take in these. Sometimes you might have to do different ones, and you might have to play this more than once to get to a certain layout. The nice thing about this is that usually because you can mess up and then restart it quickly, it's really not that much of a pain, and it's actually kind of cool to see different lines at work. Ah, there we go. I can transition. You can see different lines at work, and it's neat to see specifically how these things tend to occur. Although I just noticed that I didn't actually restart the level, but I went on to a new one. I'm fine with that, though. Okay, so I needed to grind switch 3 times. I'm going to go back for a second. I'm just going to do that other one so I can demonstrate what I meant about things. Oh! I saved a man from taking a swim. So I can demonstrate what I mean about these. Okay, I did not save him from taking a swim that time. About these levels and how they tend to go different ways sometimes. So, alright, let's see if we can actually do this time. Get some mad flashbacks to Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Man, if I could play that, that would also be sweet. Alright, now we take the high road to Loch Lomond. Oh yeah, you take the high road and I'll take the low road. Okay. Yeah! I think I actually did a better score because I didn't have to worry about going underground. Okay. And I'm going to take a second to pick up this one. Those objectives get steadily harder and harder. Oh, God! But yeah, these objectives, as you might expect from a video game, tend to get steadily harder and harder. So, trying to perform them gets more and more taxing on thumbs. Oh God, and I love this game, but I keep running into cacti. This poor man, he is full of spines by now. Oh God. Now see, the problem of letting go in the middle of a grind is usually if you do it right, then you're just executing a trick, but sometimes you just mess up and you fall because you're lame. Like that. Or you run into cacti. One or the other. Okay, if I continue beefing this, I'm going to move on in a couple attempts. We're all full of spines! You are correct on that count. I would be kind of worried if I didn't have my spine to be full of. Considering I do kind of like the feeling of support that it gives me. Yeah, let's do this. And there we go. This man has 20 extra spines. You are correct. What? I totally grind switched 3 times. Alright. Sometimes the level descriptions for the goals aren't very clear. That's okay, though. We'll move on. I would say my spine probably gives me about as much support, if not less. You know, I'm not the strongest man in the world, but I drink my milk. This is not a joke, by the way. When I was a small child, I used to drink literal gallons of milk. Not all at once, of course, but I was pretty infamous in my house for, oh God, being the milk drinker. Damn it. The nice thing about this is the quick restarts. The fact that they put these objectives so close to the... Alright, I'm just doing the horseshoes. Who cares? I'm not even pulling any tricks. Oh, Lord. And now this man is falling on also explosives, so by the end, he's going to be a gunpowdery mess. And that's probably not a great idea to be at any point in your life if you can help it. This is a pro tip for your health, kids. Don't get yourselves covered in gunpowder. See ya, Cinder. Oh, right, those are cannons. You can grind those. Oh, I gotta do that. Those are so fun. Ah. Oh, hey, it's James. Hey, dude. How's it going? Long time no see. Oh, my lord, this is awesome. What's up, dude? Hey, it's me. I'm doing the stream. Alright, there we go. Sweet tricks! Hell yeah! Bolstered by the support of my Lord and Savior, the Bloomin'. The Bloomin'? The Bloomin' Onion? Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. There's a cowboy. Alright! Oh, so you have to... Okay. Alright. So you can't just skate and grab them. That's butts. Alright, mash that button. So apparently I have to do this all in one combo. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm just gonna move on. Yeah, by the way, this is a stream for the children's. So you probably, if you can spare some dollars, if you can stick it in the donation pool, that would be super appreciated. Grind switch from a 5-0 to a nose grind. Okay. 5-0, nose grind. Yeah, lit's still kind of a thing. I do not practice this this vocabulary. Alright. I did your dang nose grind thing. Wait, did I have to do it as part of a... Yeah! I have to do it as a level line combo. It's okay to be dollarless. If you can't donate, then we would also highly appreciate it if you spread the stream link around to other people. Just because it's super cool, and the more exposure that we can get, the more possibly donations we can get to roll in. So even if you can't donate, just take a second to reblog, post about our stream, you know, spread the word. It's super cool. Yeah! Ah, sweet. Hey, Bayer. With a J. Girl Sika. So finish with only perfect grinds, manuals, and landing. Grind switch from a 5-0 to a nose grind. Alright, let's try that. Oh, by the way, everyone, go see pictures of Badger's dog. Dandy is the sweetest dog. I love Dandy. Dandy makes my life so good. Oh no, I hecked up. Alright, well... Oh god! Alright, moving on. Oh, I love this. So, by the way, check this out. It's the Carnival of the Dead. Oh no, there's reverts now, too. The thing about this game is that it gets crazier and crazier. I love this a lot, but what the hell is a double heel flip? Oh no, I can't do that. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even know that was an input. That's amazing. Oh, dude, someone actually, like, is boosting the quality of the Dandy Cam? I love whoever did that. That's great. Shoutouts to whoever gave Mr. James and Mrs. Jen a way better cam, because Dog Cam is 100% worth it. Oh, right, so this is why... Okay, I see. So, I remember why I don't do reverts that often. Hang on, let me look at this again. Oh, that's right, okay. So, to revert, you have to do this, A, and the trigger. Holy shit, did I do a... Oh god, you can do those into manuals? Oh, I have learned something new about this game! Oh no! See, this is new territory for me. I never knew that you could revert into a manual. I thought that just ended a combo. Alright, let's see that dog photo. Let's do it! Oh, hell yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. Oh god! Oh god, no! This man is thirsty and on fire. Alright. For realsies. Okay, I did the revert. Let's move on. Okay, let's not heck it so bad. Oh, that's how that works. Okay, I understand the mechanics of reverts now. That is so cool! Oh god, that is not cool. Someone was indeed disrupted. Okay, that's good. You get some gold stars for that one. That was a good one. Come on, boy! Yeah! There we go. Oh god. Okay, so dangers of reverting. Don't try to do that in a small space because you are going to beep it super hard. Duly noted. Oh no. Alright. Come on. The House of the Dead, more like. House of the Dead, by the way, another one of the things that I was considering streaming. I have a House, or a Typing of the Dead Overkill sitting somewhere in my drive. And Typing of the Dead is one of those really great games. Hey, Animok, how's it going? I love Typing of the Dead so much. It's a goofy game, and it knows it's fun. And also, it is just as hammy as House of the Dead deserves to be. I'm just gonna keep running into that wall if you guys don't mind. I just feel like this man hasn't learned his lesson enough. Doggo! Oh my god! Doggo picture! I'm super great at Typing of the Dead, but that's because... Oh, jeez, I went too hard into it. You can co-op Typing of the Dead. I don't know, can you do that online? Because if you can, well, I'd have to set this up to install, and it's not exactly installed at the moment. I just own it. Fresh Prince lyrics to the final boss. That's so good. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a moment, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. I don't know how I managed to do that, but, well, it's probably because I'm focusing more on talking than actually doing the feud at this point. This is where the game tends to get a little finicky, especially with those short landings into cavernous situations. Alright. Oh, God. Ah, come on. Dan! How's it going? Oh, it's so good to see you guys. he's not getting any pleasure from that wall hit, I'm pretty sure. Unless you take the fact that he was on fire and saying that he was thirsty as a sign. That may or may not have indicated his wall thirst, I'm not sure. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, God. Okay. The problem is trying to do this all in one level. So this is one of those cases where you get super caught up. I'm gonna do another no-speak run to see if I can't get this properly. Shit. Why did I try to revert? That was a bad idea! Frig. I love how Adox is like super supportive of me and also just totally negging my performance here. Oh, Lord. Oh, saved it. Okay, we're still good, I think. Alright, let's try this again. Let's just do the next level. Let's move on, I'm sick of this one. Grab the stuff bear and finish. Work a revert manual. Okay, so I've already done this one. But Adox, what if I don't do that? Oh god. Oh god, he's on fire and thirsty again. Go to work, go to work, go to work. Polly, go to work. Rate, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Prime content like that one. Or like, comment, and subscribe. Oh no! Shit! He just... Oh, the poor man! Anyway, I notice now that we're towards the end of this OlliOlli 2 time that I set out, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out of this one since it's now about 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. Central. Let's shift gears, or I guess revert in this case, shall we? So I'm just gonna take a second to set this up properly. Hey, so let's take out that game capture. Hey guys, I'm doing this live, by the way. How's it going? Are you feeling it out there? Let's set up some Kero Blaster. I love Kero Blaster. It is one of my most favorite games, and I appreciate it so much. Oh, hang on, this is about to go full screen. I think I left it full screen. Oh no, wait. Oh no, it's tiny. This is cute. I love this. Okay, so 1 second. Let me get the screen size to be larger, I hope. Oh, it crashed. Always test your settings before you stream, kids. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're doing it. Okay, cool. So, 1 second while I get this game capture up. Capture. Kero Blaster. Alright. Yay. Right about there. Okay, so this is Kero Blaster, everyone. This is probably one of my favorite games just from... Ah, God, when was this released? I don't even remember. It's been a while. But, as you can see here, this was also a game that was developed by Studio Pixel. Studio Pixel, if you don't know it, was the guy that developed Cave Story. I think his name is Daisuke Amaya or something. I am perhaps not the best at this, but this is my favorite. I love how Dog is taking over chat, and I'm totally okay with that. Doggo is real good. The president is angry again, huh? Recently we've had nothing but trouble. Must be getting to her. Good luck on the job. Oh, it's not because this is all my laptop can do. I can play Overwatch on low settings with 75% render scale, no motion blur, no anisotropic filtering, and other stuff. I play obscure indie titles because I do love them, though. So what exactly is his job again? His job? Custodial sciences. So, this is a one-liner for saying that he shoots things real good. Just a second, I noticed that this is... I can stream Overwatch! I think I've done it before. I think. I'd have to, like, remember. Alright. Oh, here we go. So, for some reason, the controls in this are a little interesting. Alright. Let's do a little control rebinding. So, this should jump. This will be shoot. Weapon switches. And menu. And... oh, by the way, I could just play this in Japanese if I wanted to. He can bully me all he wants. I love it. I'm just gonna lower this on my end, because it's super loud in my ears. Alright, that's more comfortable. Cool. Oh, Badger, please bully me more. I appreciate it in my heart and other things. We gotta team up on another stream at some point, whenever you're up and ready to doing that thing again, because I think I've decided that I quite like doing this actually, just based off of doing it for 1 hour. Well, I guess more technically it's actually 40 minutes, but still. Kero Blaster is such a good game, and I feel like everyone should probably, if they get a chance, just go pick it up too. I don't remember the price tag. I think it is relatively cheap though. It is, I want to say like $15. Oh yeah, we should do some more Dead by Daylight. That was a fun stream. I want to get murdered by Jen some more, and also do the feud and murder you two some more, because, I don't know, I like introducing dramatic tension into my friendships with people. Adox, that's the problem. Everyone in these games is cute. But the cute things, they murder you super hard, yo. You gotta, like, you gotta be ruthless with them. Else you're gonna die even more. Alright. So, Studio Pixel is pretty infamous for its pixel-perfect jumps. Although, I have to say, this game is actually a lot floatier than something like Cave Story was. So, it's easier to manage doing jumps from platform to platform. Well, you have to notice that this is sort of Castlevania physics. So if you make a jump, you usually just have to straight up commit to it. The other thing to note about the mechanics, I probably should have explained this to start off, is that you can only shoot in one direction. But the nice thing is, when you shoot, you lock to that direction, so you can keep moving back and forth no matter what you're doing. And this also occurs if you're shooting up. However, the thing about this man is that he's kind of like Mega Man. He can shoot up, though. He does have that, and I'll give him that, but he can't shoot down. So you can't do any sweet, you know, dive bombs of people. Hey, and here's a shop. Which weapon would I like to see? I'd like to upgrade the pea shooter so it's a repeater and it doesn't suck. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to refrain from using the hearts. So the thing about the hearts in Kero Blaster is that I believe every time that you purchase the hearts in the shop, they get more expensive. And I can just get those by killing enemies or by shooting bushes and stuff. So the nice thing about upgrading the pea shooter, by the way, is that you'll notice that initially the range only went about halfway across the screen, and this thing only did about 1 damage per hit. So upgrading it boosts damage, and it also boosts range in this case. Kero can't shoot down to avoid coming face to face with his depression. That is true. He is a salary man that is often challenged by his job and his president. I think it's Kaicho, is a real tough lady. Alright. Depending on how fast that I finish this, by the way, because Kero Blaster is actually a pretty short game. There is a hard mode, a Zangyo mode, an overtime mode in other words, and I may invest in doing it. Hey, this is a secret, by the way. If you didn't know, these are in the game. But I may either try to do an overtime run, or I might pull out another one of the games that I have in my bag. I have yet to decide on that one. But that's if I finish this run in under, like, 2 hours. Which, I don't remember if it goes that quickly. I think if you're proficient at this game, then doing it in about 2 hours is not that hard. The nice thing about this, though, is that it's super replayable. So, I am actually doing this, I think, for probably the 3rd time. If I remember. I've played Kero Blaster a few times. Overtime on that Kero payload, yeah. Just remember, you gotta actually stand on it. Don't be like Widowmaker and just watch it through your scope, yo. And here we go. So, common mechanic, boss fight. Hella, let's do this. Nice things about Kero Blaster. You can, shoot shots, in some cases, to counteract them. This is an important mechanic to remember for just a bit ago. Back in my day, we'd have this payload delivered already! Alright. The unnice thing about being this early on is that I only have 2 hearts, so if I beef it, then I'm beefing it. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that's like a mostly dead tulip. It's a mecha flower. So the thing about Kero Blaster is that there are different weapons that you can swap through at any time. This is exactly like Cave Story. You want to remember these two, because these are very different. This is Fan. Fan does 2 damage by default, but it does not have the range that the pea shooter does. However, there is a reason why you want to use it, and it explained it in that item description too. But Fan is something that works better underwater, which will be demonstrated in the next level. The weapons sort of give a bit of a hint of what you're going to be up to in the next level. And here we go. We're back at work. Yeah, I murdered a dementive tulip. I hope you realize my crimes. But I did it in the name of cleanliness and science. President's looking a little stressed out there, so we'll just move out of there. President's still in a bad mood, huh? Maybe if you finish cleaning up the transport devices, she'll cheer up. Here, take this. Heart jar! This item automatically replenishes 4 health when you lose your last heart. So that's essentially a mulligan if you hack up a level. It's an extra life that you buy. That's all you get for travel allowance. I'm gonna try and hold on to that extra heart for as long as possible. Where is he going next? Next is a place with a lot of greenery. Cat Scientist is very cute. Watch out for mosquitoes. Okay, greenery zone! Look at that little twitchy man. Look at him go. Alright, 3 lives, let's do this. I am gonna lose 2 hearts. It's not economically sound. But, you know, maybe it just makes me feel extra invigorated before those 2 hearts go away? I don't know. So, by the way, here's water. Here's something to note about this water. You notice that this pea shooter goes actually way slower when I'm in the water, right? This will come into play shortly. Oh god. Oh god, why? So behold, I'm in the water, right? When I shoot, my range gets reduced again. However, if I shoot with the fan, then I'm back to a decent fire rate and a decent shot speed. So this is important for clearing out the water. This is one of the reasons why you oh god, no. I had that jar for like 2 seconds and I beefed it. Well, for shame! I don't know it, Ryan. I deny it. Anyway, the thing about Fan is that unlike the pea shooter, it does not cancel out shots if I'm not mistaken. So if I am shooting at enemy oh god, that was almost very bad. If I'm shooting at enemy projectiles, then I believe that the fan does not cancel them out. However, this tends to be actually one of my favorite weapons. Yeah, the beef! This is some real prime meats that I just committed to here. Oh god, 10 coin please. There we go. Hell yeah. By the way, since we're getting into the we're into about the second hour of the block, or we're past the first hour, I guess I should be a little better about this. Because we're past the first hour of the block, I want to take a second to remind you that this is the Voxus 24-hour Extra Life stream. We do this every year, and this is commonly organized by Paul, one of the members and the voice actors. Okay, I had to pause for a second because I was getting attacked by birds. So anyway, this is for charity. We do this 24-hour stream because... Oh, I beefed it. That's not why we do this, but I should probably... Yeah, we do this 24-hour stream every year to build up money for charity, and we donate it to the Texas Children's Hospital. The stream goal this time around is 500 buckaroos. If someone could drop a donate link in the chat and just get me an an idea of how much progress we're up to. I don't know how much of our goal we've achieved at the moment because I'd have to, like, step out of this and, you know, check on it. Oh! No! God. Okay, I'm gonna stop using the fan. Ah! These rowdy birds! Oh, we're at 120. That's cool. Yeah, so that's the donate link, by the way. And please note that if you can't donate, don't feel bad. However, I will ask that you spread this stream around to other people. Ask them maybe, you know, get more people aware of the stream, and it would be highly, highly appreciated. You know, I send you all my love and support and everything, and if you can just help us in... Oh, God, why? I forget. Is 0 lives? Nope, it's not. Okay. So this is what happens when you have a failstate, by the way. You get sent to the hospital. It's not super bad. You can buy hearts and stuff. I could buy another heart jar if I have the money, but I wasted 330 coins worth of value on beefing it for the first time. Fargo does roll in the mud. And you get sent back to the start of the level. It's a little brutal. But thankfully it's just to the start of the level and not to the start of the game or anything. This thing does have automatic checkpoints and stuff. Alright. Let's try not to commit some grade A beef this time. Yeah, the bees kinda owned me there. I'm super bad with bees. Oh god! I hate those fish a lot because the way that they tend to work is if you're just strolling on without a care in the world, then they're gonna get you. Oh! I was just subjected to bad puns. I love it. So I just have to put this one out there. Oh god! I forgot that that was a thing. I just have to put this one out there, guys. Do you prefer Froggos or Doggos? That is so much like a player trap. If you're not aware of it, then that just kind of happens to you. I'll have you know that I love Sudoku, by the way. Sudoku is one of my favorite puzzle games. But it's not beaten importance to me by Picross. It's a question I asked to fill in space, Anox. Okay. I'd like to make a proposal, by the way. I want to make the new Kobe the Cubs win the pennant. Because they finally broke their 108-year curse. And I just like the iconic phrase, the Cubs won the pennant. I'm not actually, like, a baseball fan or anything. I know, like, pretty much nothing about baseball. But just the sheer magic of that phrase is really amusing to me. Alright, I can't jump through platforms. Oh! Oh! A heart! Okay! Alright. Alright. Okay. I went outcast there for a few seconds. Alright, well, that coin's gone to time. Yeah! I love this. Okay, so the repeater can be upgraded to a friggin' laser for 500 coins. Oh, that's right! Actually, that does remind me. I'm gonna take a second, guys. I have to change the game description. So, 1 second. I'm gonna put us onto this for a bit. And change this from OlliOlli 2 to Kero Blaster. Kero Blaster. Heck yeah. This should also be Kero Blaster. Okay. And we're good. Cool. Alright, stream description's been changed. We're back to properness, guys. Alright. So, I can get friggin' laser beams if I have 500 coins, which I do not, and do not have the skill to get. However, I can also upgrade this, which is a good idea. The wide shot is super great for going up and down. Ah, Paul. You gotta correct me on these things. I'm obviously not a baseballman. So, of course, when you upgrade these things, the damage potential goes up too. And this is where Fan quickly becomes probably one of my favorite weapons. It's, in a lot of cases, it's super great for just being able to hit things above and below you. $50 donation? Holy crap! My block will go for, about 2 hours and 40 more minutes. I go until, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh god. So I got a couple more hours in this thing. Oh, reasons why wide is also a good weapon, by the way, is it only takes 2 shots to kill these birds. And I love birds, but also they're dive bombing the heck out of me. Yeah, that does put us at 170. That's cool. Ah, my parents, they're texting me. They got me bun me. I love them so much, but I can't do it. I can't take an eat break. I went into this fully prepared. I have to kill birds. Birds are gonna kill me if I don't kill them. It's a bird-eat-frog world. Oh god. If I don't kill the birds, Adox, they're gonna vor me. James, no! Oh no, it was a trap! Oh, Ave Maria. Good. I know it's Ave Maria, by the way. I'm not gonna let the birds kill me. Rules of nature. Oh god. It's a trap! I gotta kill Puddin'. Puddin's gonna kill me if I don't kill Puddin'. So the cool modifier for this level is that this dude gets gradually more dudes behind him. And you gotta bridge the chasm. Alright, there we go. Ella! I don't want to get bored for friendship. Friendship is not worth getting bored. Bubble. These bullets roll forward for a long distance. They're also buoyant, so they float on water. I think this is a weapon that's actually very similar to, what was had in Cave Story. But yeah, look at this. Look at these adorable little bubbles. They're great. So, the frog cannot shoot down. However, Bubbler is his way of shooting down. The weight of gravity carries these bullets. By the way, the chest also is a trap. But he had a coin. I like, just notice for a second, we had triumphant music. I open that chest. The man pops out, I kill him, it just goes dead silent. Anyway. Yeah, Bubbler is actually a mix of Bubbler and the Fireball, because in Cave Story, if I'm not mistaken, they just go straight ahead. Yeah! A moment of silence for Trapmon. Oh, God. Boss, your shades are barely on there. Okay. That's not good. The president really is messed up, huh? Yeah, Gino kidding. Is the cleanup not going well? No, it's all on schedule. I see. 2 more areas left in the quota. Don't bring us anything back. What, you don't want any souvenirs? Boss lady isn't dead. She's just, you know... I think she's alive. We're not doing a weekend of Bernie's here. So some neat facts. I'm pretty sure that this game also is made in Pixel's, in Studio Pixel's proprietary music making software, which is PX Tone. I would recommend anyone go take a look at it. It's a pretty neat tracker. The guy literally made his own program to make music in. I think it might have been based off of something. I'm not exactly sure. But we'll see. Up here! Hello, how's it going? Let's bust this safe with my gun! Hell yeah! Rolling in the funds. Money, money, money! Yeah, everybody say hi to that man, by the way. Oh no! So this is what happens when you don't kill the bat fast enough. Suddenly, you get attacked by more bats! Of course it's theft! But it's not like anyone's in this hotel anymore. It's a spooky haunted place. Oh no! The money! It was a trap to get me to get thrown books at. That sentence didn't quite grok it right. This man is the worst librarian. He's trying to kill me because I robbed him. Well, now I'm wanted for theft and murder. Well, guys, this took a dark turn. The librarian is dead! Also, I think he's actually, like, the hotel clerk or something. But you can never leave. Yeah, I know, this is a Hotel California. Actually, this is the Hotel Oxlox. No need to worry, just don't leave any witnesses. Yeah, that is correct. I can just teleport out of this place after I'm done, so if I viciously murder everyone, then they won't have an alibi. Or rather, they can't pin anything on me. The player is the real villain. Oh no. But I did the pacifist route. Okay, hang on, I need to take a second here. Secrets! More robberies! Hell yeah! I can't leave them alone, it's too late! They keep seeing everything that I'm doing! It's a chain of murder. I have to leave no witnesses, but witnesses keep happening! Oh, this moment. He knows. He knows too much. Loads of money! Oh no! Oh, I had an extra life and I lost it. Yeah, I think Mr. Frog is actually just a cleaner. Now, I don't care that much about this, so I'm just gonna save up for, I'm gonna save up for laser. There's reasons why I do that. Part of the reason is because laser, when shot underwater, it is still slower, but the damage potential that it has, I believe, is way higher. So as long as I maintain these other things, should be a-okay. And that means I'm probably gonna have to do some fancy footwork at the boss battles and stuff, but that's okay, I can do that. Because the sooner that I can get laser, the better. So I guess that this is why the man is custodial sciences, because he's the cleaner, right? And I guess Cat and Frog Industry is just a front group for some pretty massive crime, and that's also why the president has some really cool shades. Extra life, yeah! Yeah, I didn't tell you guys, but secretly I am the best tap dancer. I have been to... Oh god, what? Oh shit, I did it again. I don't know any places that do tap dancing, so I've already kind of lost this one. Yeah, she has cool shades because she's shady as frick. She's a Yakuza. Oh, God. Alright. Okay, I gotta focus on those jumps. Luckily, I think that extra life respawns no matter how many times you take it. I'm gonna have to, like, get my memory refreshed here, but... let's be real. Why Kero can't look down is just like why Metroid can't crawl, right? Sometimes you just don't ask the hard questions. Oh, it does not respawn. I was incorrect. Too bad all these innocent animals you killed can't respawn. Haha! Joke's on you, they did. Yeah, so if you kill the bat while it's doing the alarm thing, the game is cool and makes the alarm stop. I can see the Kotaku article now. It's Battletoads meets Dark Souls. Oh, I'm loving the Toad and Frog jokes. They are what I live for and what makes this stream quality. Oh, heart. I didn't need it though. So, if I was super cool and hated fun, I could actually grind out to try and do the laser thing. There are some rooms where that's totally possible, but I'm not gonna! Oh, you should have streamed Salt and Sanctuary, though. I would love to see you super salty. Alright, boss fight! We're being attacked by a giant fish. Now, if I recall, it's actually just easier to do this fight in the water. But I may be wrong. Also, this fish can take some hits. This is where the fact that you can lock into a direction when you're shooting really comes in handy. If you don't beef it! Oh, God, I got put in the hospital again. Well, time to give it another go. Oh, the pain. The pain of existence. He turned around and he murdered me. These are not innocent animals that I'm killing here. That fish was clearly the aggressor in this situation. No, I don't think this fish is from Shovel Knight. It's too friendly for that. Alright, time to run back. Now, the thing about this is, everything respawns except for the chest, so I can't commit second robbery. They're wary this time. I already busted their one location, so I gotta find another safe. Heck yeah. Also note that the librarian is dead forever. Just keep that in mind. Keep him in your hearts. Because his heart certainly did not go on. Oh, he's a good dandy! I want to pat your dog so much, man. What did I do? I murdered the librarian. What else did I do? I don't care if that man had a job or a family. It was self-defense. He was throwing books at me. Dandy is a pure good force in this world, and everyone should appreciate the doggo. So we're about halfway through this hour, and I want to do that whole spiel again. This is the Voxus 24-hour Extra Life stream. We do this every year to raise money for the Chillins. Paul is the one who organizes this, so we are donating to the Texas Children's Hospital There is a donate link if someone can drop it in the chat. If you can't donate, then don't feel bad. Just feel free to spread the word and drop it to some of your friends, some of your family, other people who might have the funds or who can spread the word. The signal boost would be highly, highly appreciated. If I remember properly from just a bit ago, we're up to about $170, and the stream goal that we're trying to reach is $500. So please, please, if you have some spare money, if you have the generosity in your heart, please, please donate, and I will love you all for now and forever. And we'll probably figure out what to do with this, like the comments and the donations and stuff or something afterwards. We're still this is a little bit ad hoc, so we're trying to figure out what to do with that specifically. But you know. Oh no, I got zapped. I got Frank zapped. Nah, that's not Badger's arm. It's too beefy, man, for that. Rough and buff and tough. Jen is a sweetheart. I think she's also in the chat right now. Alright, nice things about this. I was wrong about this. It doesn't respawn between lives, but the lives do respawn between continues. So that's good. And here we go. Murderer bat! Okay. Hi, Jen! I'm calling you out for no reason. Other than to call you out and practice my western cowboy accent. It ain't that good, really. It's kind of more like a Texan kind of thing. Oh, hey, Extra Life. Oh, kids, don't do that without warming up. Alright, time to Indie Jones again. Da 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 da. Oh, I didn't know you guys already got... Oh man, that's cool. I'm glad that you have the paperwork for it at least. I fondly look forward to all the wedding pictures. Yeah, by the way, if anyone that knows me will oh god! He intercepted me! Anyone that knows me will probably know that, I am a man who just goes into random accents at times. Not very particularly good ones, but it does happen. So, be forewarned. Everyone shoot some congrats to, Jen and James. Super cool. Oh god. Okay. I gotta anticipate this. I got correct! You are correct! Right. Deep breath. Okay. I do like how it checkpoints you before a boss, though. That's always been a really good feature. I appreciate your game design, Daisuke Amaya. Oh god, I didn't graze that lightning bolt, I just got straight up zapped. Frick. Oh, lordy lordy loo. Oh man, if a Michael Cera lookalike tells you to get good, that kinda seems like the penultimate. Also, I am in a house. Hi guys, I'm Cory and I'm in a house. How's it going? You know, I'm not in the house though. I'm not cool enough to be in the house. Oh no, why? Alright guys, well, I'm in beefing territory again. Alright, he's angry and red. Oh god. Oh god, no. Damn it! Okay, well, I'm almost to the laser. So the nice thing about this is, naturally, even though I totally die, I still keep all the money from these runs. So if I have 500 coins by the time that I reach that boss, then I'll demonstrate to you why the laser is good. Also, yeah, that is his living room. I am just breaking and entering at this point. I've just lost all I've completely disregarded all sense of common courtesy and not murdering people in their homes at this point. I really kind of wish I was a Twitch partner just for getting, like, a beef emote. Like, if I had that, then that would be super good. But, you know, I don't, like, stream regularly. I shoot the plants because the plants sometimes give money and hearts and stuff. And also because it feels good to shoot things. Bustin' makes me feel good. Yeah, I've been doing some pretty prime cuts of beef right now. But don't worry, once I get the laser, if I get the laser by the end, things will turn out way better. No joke, the laser is a really good weapon in this game. Okay. Yeah, always remember, the librarian's dead and he's never coming back. I hope you're happy. I am. 450. Heck yeah. Cashola. Now the question here is, am I referencing the actual, like, Ghostbusters bustin', or am I referencing Neil Cicierriga's video bustin'? Because both are pretty prime. I'm at 450, so you know what? I'm gonna be lame and do a little bit of farming. Because I wanna show you guys how good the laser is. Oh man. Oh, if there was a librarian game, that would be super cute, actually. I would really appreciate that kind of thing. That is, like, my aesthetic. Yeah, I know. I'm a moo cow. Oh, Ryan! Why is everyone nagging me so hard? I'm not attracted, I'm just sad. Can a ghost really bust? Yeah, everyone can bust. But can they busto? That's one for all you Carboys fans out there. My aesthetic is murder. I am, in fact, committing murder several times. Also, there are so many couches because this is a hotel. All those couches are abandoned and such. I swear the murder was necessary. I did the crimes for a reason. Okay, my lame grinding is almost to an end. I almost have the coins. From what I can tell, the story behind this game is that you are a frog, and you are going and cleaning out a bunch of teleporters for your company. How dare you? Okay, ready? Bam. So, behold, my repeater is powered up to a laser. This is a really good thing, because... watch this. Also, yeah, I did, like, just straight up use their cash to upgrade my weapons to murder them better. This is entirely correct. I have no sense of morality, I just... you know, I do these things. So yeah, laser, really good. It's an important thing to get, and I am glad that I got this through my various depths and through literally just grinding out the last 50 coins. Because it's frickin' laser beams, yo. Watch this! Ha-ha! Oh, it didn't kill the bat. He had iframes. Now the bat's dead, though. Extra life. I really steelks, you know. I steelks my beef. It's like a steak. Fun. All right, moving on. Throw that one in the garbage. Oh no, have I been labeled a JoJo with no dignity? So yeah, laser is super cool and it can kill those sea urchins before they even get a chance to shoot out a lightning bolt. Oh, a life! Okay. Let's try not to make this some grade A5 beef now. As much as I like having my steaks come from Kobe, I think I'd like to be vegetarian this time. I'm a nerd and I love being a nerd. Excuse you. I'll have you know that I'm going to work at like friggin' 11 PM, so I have to enjoy myself somehow. This is why laser is so good, by the way. Oh god. I forgot about the fishy fish. Worth! Ah! One of those fish dropping that extra heart actually helped. So, here's a cool thing. I kill a fish, and now I get a friggin' jetpack, so I have a double jump now. Adox and Ryan are just, Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. So, jetpack, right? Remember how I mentioned that we have Castlevania physics? If you make a jump, you usually have to commit in the direction that you're going in. However, jetpack allows you to just... a jetpack allows you to do a double jump forward, and it allows you to somewhat counteract your momentum in a better way. Or really, if we're really reaching for the names of or the puns with my names in them. Oh boy, guys, I think she's dead. Okay, nope, 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 nope. What? Something wrong with the president? Alright, I'll go check it out. Not sure what to say. I don't know what I can do to help. We still have our quota left, so we just gotta handle that for now. Only one more place left. The last spot is White Laboratories. White Laboratories? Is it all white? At this point, no idea. But he will be able to handle it. Huh? Well, probably. Alright, here we go. We're in the White Laboratories now. Time for science! Hell yeah! So normally I'd probably be getting the laser right about now. Oh yeah, that's right, there's an area you can fall into. Oh god. Yeah! Owned him for more cash. Also, I just like that that laser is still up there. Eka. 50 coinage. Oh god, there's an actual, like, pun-generating website? That's amazing. Okay. Alright, come on. Platforming. Let's do this. Thanks, Obama. I could have totally avoided that, by the way. Oh, shit. I could have totally avoided that mini-boss, but... Well, one, I forgot that he was even there, but two, the 50 coins that it gives you are super valuable. Upgrades are great. I love upgrades. They're so good. Oh. Okay. Yeah! So here's one of the things that I like about this game, by the way, that I didn't quite explain at the jetpack. Depending on the direction you're moving in, it also gives you a different boost. However, if you boost straight up, then you can go from that position and usually get to a ledge. Whereas if I tried to do this from, like, say, right here, doesn't work. That's an important thing to remember about the jump mechanics in this game. Hell yeah! Am I really welcome, though? I have the distinct feeling that I'm quite unwelcome after that pun. Alright. Yeah! Bam! Destruction. Flirting with disaster every day. What's all this mysterious liquid? We'll never find out. Jetpack for realsies to escape your feelsies. You can only go up, never down. Kero can never remember what down feels like. He shouldn't remember what down feels like. No one should. In his opinion, it's not something anyone ever deserved. Hey, by the way, secret area. Ha ha ha! More robbery! Money, money, money! 140 coins. Yeah! I love robbing this place blind. No Adox, it's not that kind of mysterious liquid. That's what happens when you shoot those bombs, by the way. This is an important thing to remember. Because sometimes it might kill you, but there's also reasons why you might want to commit that to an enemy. Because it does... Oh, God! Oh, I wish I had more than 2 hearts. Anyway, generally, you don't want to do what I do. You just kind of want to, like, shoot them in properly. And just leave the bombs alone. Look at all these nerds. Kero would be charged with arson if people weren't already doing a worse job of it. Oh, there's HP there, but I can't get it. Oh, I tried to be cool. Didn't work. I'm pretty sure if I go over here... Oh yeah, there it is, an extra life. Heck yeah! Yeah, let's sit back for a moment. Let's just appreciate the funkiness of this theme. We are coming to the second hour of my block, so I just wanted to take a second to, 1, pause and appreciate the funky music on request, and also because I like it, but 2, to remind everyone that this is, in fact, the Voxus 24-hour Extra Life stream. We do this every year to raise money for, you know, charities and stuff for the kids. So this year, as always, is organized by Paul, and we are donating to the Texas Children's Hospital. Our donation goal is $500 rather, and I think we're up to about, there's either 170 or 220. I can't quite remember. And Adox has dropped a donation link in the chat. Cool stuff, right? Also, yeah, this is Rocket League again. This is a long stream of me going, this is almost really cool. Also, I'm about to murder this Molman's brother. He's doing an Inigo Montoya, but I'm just not having it. 170. That's not bad. We're over a third there. Ah, but I gotta, like, remind people. You know, I don't want to, like, guilt anyone. By the way, just note that if you don't have money to donate with, don't feel bad. This is a stream that we also do because we enjoy streaming, and this is a fun thing and a good tradition. Oh, 195! That's awesome! Well, yeah, we enjoy this as one of our time-old traditions. And man, I'm having a lot of fun participating in it, by the way. But if you can't donate, then feel free to please spread the word to your friends, your family, anyone that might be able to donate for the cause. And be sure to check out some of the other Extra Life streamers too, if you get the chance. So I just picked up Wide Shot, and it's really good because you can do this. The damage potential goes down as a result of things getting dispersed, but hey, whatever, you got 4 shots. Okay, and robbery! Money, money, money. Oh, it was only 40 coins this time. The people need to put more money in their safes, I swear. Okay. I'm gonna take a second to rest my throat, because I've been myself rather hoarse. And I don't like being a shuffled pony as much as the next person. Haha! I see that Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference. That's good. Hey, by the way, the safes were rather angry that I was robbing them, but I'm just gonna kill this safe and take its contents. I can escape leg day all I want, Badger. I don't even exercise. Oh god. Money, no! Okay, there we go. One of the coins left me, but the other one couldn't. They never are able to leave me. What's that I see? Guess what? Oh god! He was ready for me. And now he's dead. Rest in peace, librarian's brother. Rest in peace. Shit. Oh, Kobe beef. It's the librarian's brother. No! Seeing that turnaround is the best day. Oh, that was an amazing turnaround. That was funny. His dreams were bludgeoning me with books in revenge for his brother. I can't abide by that. I have my self-preservation to worry about here. And just because, I'm just gonna go back and murder all these mole children too. Bye, guys. Eka. I'm murdering them for their cashola, by the way. Just in case that wasn't clear. Yeah! I do have to do this for the upgrades, come on. I like how I've turned this cute frog into the world's worst villain. Hey, by the way, boss battle foreshadowing. Another reason why I picked up the laser early. By the way, check out my sweet backflip platforming skills. Hell yeah. Yeah! Hey, I got another new weapon. Guess what this one is? The answer is fire. I literally have fire now. Strong against cold element enemies and cancels enemy projectiles. I might have been mistaken. I thought that the pea shooter did the canceling, but it might have just been fire. So, I now have a flamethrower, and now I literally can be arrested for arson. You guys thought I thought that I would escape with just only using bombs, but now I have actual fire. Also, just to note, this is actually this frog's job, so this is his everyday. He does do this every day. You are correct. That's why he's so mellow about it, I think. It's probably like workplace restrictions or something. Hey, by the way, guess what? Bam. Nope. This teleport is messed up because there's a huge black mass in the walls there. Guess what? This is an infested place. Bam. What? And now I'm in the hospital. But I didn't die this time. I'm just in the hospital because. Yeah, you woke up. Looks unharmed at least. Looks like the transporter went haywire because of those black things. Black things? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you spotted them around, but they're basically Negativus Legatia. What in the world are Negativus Legatia? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about too. You would call them pieces of your past that have been cast off, I guess. We're gonna have to do something about these things. I looked into it, and these things are coming from the broken server on Heikichi Plateau. If we manage to fix that server, then maybe we can eradicate these pests. But isn't the transport device broken? We can send him to the base of the plateau by just connecting manually. Here's something for you to wear. A jacket! This item will absorb one attack, and it's warm and quite dapper. Don't overdo it. Once the server is back online, we'll call you. I'm pretty sure there's still a phone there. Okay, so I've been focusing my... Oh, hey. Isn't that weird pet of the president's another of these black things that we're talking about? Yeah, that's right. Oh, what are we gonna do about that? We're just gonna have to take care of that one ourselves. I gotta help too? Say we take care of it. It would mean less headaches for us, and we might even get less overtime. Let's do this! I'm pretty sure they'd be conscious of it and have it be fake fur at least. Hey, by the way, snow level. So, out of all the tracks in the game, this is probably my most favorite. Fire can travel up ledges, by the way. Don't worry, Cat Scientist is gonna be fine. I think. Oh god. So that's what happens when you bump into something with a jacket on. His jacket just gets ripped off. How many crimes has this frog been gonna be charged for? Hey Paul, the jig is up. This is actually Frog Fractions 2. Oh. But Adox, it's dramatic tension! The frog had a coat on until it got abruptly taken off by enemies. You know, they just want to see his hot bod. This chest is disappointing. Indecent. Okay, just gonna take a second to have a sip here. Okay. Alright. And let's set this thing on fire. I'm sorry, but murders must continue. Oh god, I did take one to the face though. So here's the nice thing too. Fire blocks projectiles from what I can see. So these snowmen, they shoot projectiles at me, but they can't really, you know... Snow bear! Oh god. No, you don't understand. Everything will die. Oh god. Especially because I only have like one life. Oh god. I'm just murdering everything that Adox loves at this point. You're trying so hard to be supportive of me, and I appreciate it, but we gotta be real. We gotta be realistic here, you know? Haha! Okay. And by the way, look at those fish that are frozen there, right? I have to save them from being frozen! And so I have to kill all the snow things, because they're freezing these poor fish! Who I can then murder for money! Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. Oh, we're just rolling in it now. Hey, more robbery. Yeah! Take your contents. Oh god. Alright. Boss battle, I think. Oh no. Okay, boss battle. So, I clear up all the ice from these systems and it gets warmed up, but what's in the systems? The answer is more of these things. Oh, it's mad. Hey everybody, it's me! Oh no. Hey everybody, it's Ghostface Killa. My arms are gonna be a genuine thriller. Okay. Alright, we're finally here. So the thing about the jacket is that it's super nice and it's an extra heart and you can just get it back whenever you go to a store. I'm also gonna take a second to do some heart boosting because I probably should have done this earlier. Now I have 3 hearts. I may do a second one. We'll find out shortly. So the thing about the laser is that it became... Yep, there we go. I have 800 coins. This laser is now a laser Uzi. Watch this. Yeah! Everything's gonna die now. I think that the laser Uzi bullets actually do less damage overall than the actual straight-up laser do, but the rate of fire actually is a really good thing. So overall, they end up doing something like 50 damage as opposed to 20. Now, I probably should have invested in the flamethrower as well, but I'm cool and I don't have foresight, really. The very elements themselves are trying to keep me back. Ah! I can't defeat jumping puzzles. Oh, I defeated jumping puzzles. Yeah, recover from being hammered. I appreciate and feel that pain constantly sometimes. Wow, that makes it sound really bad. No, I meant that every time we used to do dungeon crawl, I'd usually have some rum to go with. And I would do that more, but I have a job that requires me to work on Saturday. At night. I have night shift. It's not that great sometimes. Oh no. Well, I've sufficiently hacked up this frog. The murder spree will never stop. I hope you understand this. So, cool things about laser, by the way. Laser Uzi underwater just keeps on going. It, is not phased at all by silly concepts such as water physics. Oh god. However, I am phased by the concept of death. By the way, here's just a cool interaction. Fire doesn't do anything underwater. It's probably fairly apparent that it wouldn't, but, you know. You must document these things, because sometimes people don't think of that. Pixel put a lot of detail in this game, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. Look at those rowdy memory boys! Oh, they don't like me. They're some evil boys, man. Jumping puzzles. If you're familiar with the physics of Kero Blaster, this actually isn't all that harrowing, but it is definitely intimidating. Just doing it for the first time. I think I had to do just a little bit of run-up. Of course I would kill the fish. I even mentioned it earlier. I said we have to free them so I can kill them for more money. I thought I was exceptionally clear about that. That's a slick stream call, Honeynox. I love that. Oh no! Oh god! No fall damage. Alright. Boss battle. I think. Oh, no, wait. Super Saba 511. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, this is the boss battle. Oh god. I'm cornered! Oh... I'm James, that's my name. Don't wear it out, cuz. I love Griffin McElroy. He is a good boy. Okay, I have to remember how the mechanics of this boss works. It's just been a while. Oh god. Yeah, heart. So, at some point, it just gets to RNG and you kind of have to get lucky. But usually this boss battle isn't super bad as long as you remember how to kite the guy around the room. Yeah, he's a big and angry boy. He's not too pleased at me killing all his friends. And probably everyone else. Who knows? Super server is back on. Let's go take a phone call. Phone call! Hey, are you okay? We're receiving a signal from the server. Seems like the things have stopped replicating as well. Yep, looks like everything worked out. You did a really great job. This is one less thing to worry about. Once you get back, you should take some time off. Oh, by the way, there isn't a transport device there, so take the train to get back here. We'll pay back the ticket price from our budget. Well, see you soon. Train ride. Oh no! I have been warped! To the train station. I think. Oh, time to do the thing that every rational person would do in one situation. Kill everything. Hey, by the way, there are a lot of weird clocks here. This is kind of a creepy area. Oink. Alright. Oh god! This is kind of an acidic place. Why do I just keep jumping into it? The throw, it's real! This is the train station that time forgot. This thing is shooting out dead fish. I think I'm having like an experience kind of like in Metal Gear Solid 3. Where all these guys are like kind of like the Sorrow or something, you know? Oh god, $100 donation! Holy shit, that's amazing! Oh, thank you so much, guys. So, finally they introduced something that I can't murder. Which is just these small gray boys. You can actually check the total in our donation link, but wow, 285 bucks. That's super cool. Thank you so much to whoever donated $100. Yeah, that does place us just a little bit over halfway. Oh, beef. Whoa, we're halfway there! Whoa! I was gonna try and improvise something, but then I lost it right on the spot. Ah! I can't get money! Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, after my stream block should be Ryan's. And I believe that he is actually staying with the plan that he made, as opposed to me being super cool and being like, nah, man. AKA totally messing with Paul's scheduling something or others. Hey, does this scream anything to you? I think it screams something to me. I think it screams boss battle. So, you have to think about it this one for a bit, but there's a little antenna that you gotta break. And it's nice and it glows. Yeah, Puddin' Bird Gigas is pretty great. Let's be real, you gotta chase Puddin'. Oh god. I got another hour and 40 to entertain people. Sorry, Ryan. I was gonna have to... Okay. Snap. Let's try this again. So, by the way, this is just a giant pudding. We're literally fighting a massive pudding. It's pretty adorable. But also highly threatening. I've murdered so many things that literal inanimate objects are coming after me now. And now it's dead. And it gave me a ton of money. Boing, boing. Goody, goody. Hey guys, I killed Pudding. I've had leche flan that's actually shaped like that. It's not that hard to achieve. I should be thankful it wasn't the Toho kind of flan. Huh. I think things went a little wrong between here and there. I can't upgrade the laser Uzi, by the way. It's just not happening. I can, however, upgrade other weapons. Ninja! I'm just gonna get a heart boost so I stop beefing it nearly as much. I think I can get another one. Let's do it. 5 hearts. I already have the laser Uzi, so I don't really care too much about other weapons right now. Alright. So that was weird. Hey look, it's actual trains, so we are in some kind of train station. And I'm killing crabs that are in the train. Because they don't belong here, they don't have tickets. At least that's what I tell myself to sleep at night. Alright. Platforming. Oh god. If I am not mistaken, we started at 8 AM. So we should be almost halfway through by the time that I end my block, we will be halfway through the stream. So when Ryan starts, he is the halfway mark of the stream, not the halfway mark of our charity. We're almost there. Ceiling beans are evil. No, not 11 hours. It's 10 hours right now. When I reference these times, I reference them in Central, not Eastern, which is painful to me. So right now it's about 6:25 Central, if I'm not mistaken. I have about an hour and 30 minutes left. I'll be as crazy as I want to be. This is a woman's world. Hey, by the way, more theft. Oh god. They knew. Oh, one of those lockers had an extra life in it. Sweet. Oh god! Oh god, he's back! And throwing pliers this time! He didn't even give me money! The ghost of the librarian just keeps coming back to try and kill me. Or maybe it's his family, I'm not sure which. Hey, by the way, we actually were at a train station, so... in we go. Yeah, so with the daylight savings time switch, we actually just... It's a 24-hour stream, but we say that in quotes because it's actually a 25-hour stream. There's an extra hour in there, in other words. Oh god. I should have just stood straight. So the nice thing is, I think that if I have to redo this level 2, I think I only get sent back to the train? I may be wrong on this, though. I'm about to find out, that's for sure. Because guess what? Boss battle! This is a bird on the clock. Oh, right. I think I remember this now. Oh, I really should have given my bubbler a little extra get up and go, because this is going to be painful otherwise. Oh, actually... okay, I think I remember how to do this. Oh. So apparently we're in the town of Brouhaha, and now I'm in the hospital, and now I get to start over. I think that's... okay, cool. Oh, it doesn't have a jacket for me? Oh, that sucks. Nope! Oh, all the way back to the start. That's okay. I don't have any boss battles to deal with, so it's cool. Let's try and speedrun it. Hell yeah. This is the kind of fluency that playing this game often can grant to. Or at least doing the levels over and over. It's kind of amazing how quickly you can pick up something like this, especially. It's something, it speaks something to the human adaptability. Nice reference. That's a good one. Shark bait, bruh! Well, I mean, I guess you could call beef a form of shark bait, so... oh, why? That was just a straight-up trade. It didn't have any value or worth in it. These crabs are angry that I've murdered their brethren, but I continue to do it anyway. Oh god. Alright, extra life, please. Okay, so no boss battle for me this time. Giga Pudding's dead. Workplace insurance makes me immortal. Yeah, that's the thing. This frog has some good-ass benefits. It is frankly incredible how he's able to survive all that he has. Alright, back to Bizarro Town. And this time I'm just gonna take the hearts. Let's just check something. Oh, the price doesn't go up. Cool. Alright. What's Kero's dental plan? That's a good question. I'm gonna invest in better bubbles so I don't have to try and do that painful battle without having good bubbles. And I think I'm going to actually do just a bit of grinding so I can boost it up. It should go a lot faster than it did last time. Just by merit of the fact that I have a laser Uzi and I'm shooting down the train. Okay, so if I do this, and head back. I confused the music for a second, I wasn't sure where I was. That or they have a long startup because you kind of fall into the level. You didn't miss a lot, you missed me beefing it in a boss battle. That's pretty much it. Star Mine! Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Star Mine kind of makes this like the bubbler from... Nope. It doesn't. Cool, never mind then. Alright. I love that transition between the levels, too. It's just very sudden, and something about that just makes it even more charming for how it happens. Frick. There we go. Yeah, you missed the beef. It wasn't even real beef. Oh no, this one actually spat fire at me. I was so startled that I went back into the elevator. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, that's... Oh god, no. Alright. Hell yeah. Okay, going down. So, I think the lockers that have, like, money and stuff in them, they just don't have money again. Because, you know, I can't commit several robberies from the same place. However, this garbage bin had 50 bucks, so I'll take it. I don't know why I'm really... Oh yeah, that's right, that's why I'm bothering to open all these. Because one of these lockers has an extra life in it. By the way, train station, man, very dead still. Doesn't come back. Same like the other ones. Here I am, so alone, and there's nothing in this world I can do until you're back with me, baby. I don't remember how the rest of that song goes. Oh wait, no I do. I miss you, I want you, I need you so. There we go. Hey, businessman. Alright, time for boss battle. Let's do this properly with a star mine now. And behold, this is only the first phase, because now it's a clock with legs! And now it's an angry clock with legs! This is why the laser Uzi comes really useful. Hey, by the way, there is a cart down there. It's one of those little lever cart things, the little hand cart things you use you know, to get around mines manually. The thing about this is, all right, let's take care of this before she returns. I'll explain it in a bit, actually. Well, now that the server is fixed, all we need to do is take care of the president's pet, and no more overtime, right? But if the president finds out what we did, it's going to be real trouble, huh? Yeah, if we get caught. We'll be lucky to only get fired. Ah. Cat and Frog Inc. Whoa! I haven't seen this thing in a while. Has it always looked like this? This isn't good. Let's hurry and get it outside. Oh, it's flickering for some reason. This doesn't look good, does it? Can't be helped. Let's take care of it right here. Ah. What do we do? Whoops. Oh no. The boss is happy with that. See, this is why Kero was going on mass genocide, because the world is completely wrecked. Alright, back to the office. But yeah, that train station battle, there is a handcart, minecart kind of thing going on. And so if you're doing it in Zangyo overtime mode, you have to do the boss fight on that little handcart. It is difficult, but also, like, really cool. Oh no. Hey, at least this man isn't dead. I'm just gonna go back to him for a second and just look at him, right? All right. Let's go back to this librarian. Just get some eyes on him. See, he's alive. I can't kill him. Kero doesn't care enough about killing him. And by the way, since we're at the halfway point of the third hour, or the second hour, yeah, we're 2.5 hours in, 2:40 actually. So I'm just gonna take a second to do the whole spiel. This is the Voxus 24-hour Extra Life stream. We do this annually. This is the 2016 stream. This one was organized by Paul, as with every year. We do this for charity reasons, and we have a donation link if someone can drop it in the chat. We are donating to the Texas Children's Hospital. The donation goal we have is $500. I think if I'm correct, we're about 220 or something, 270 bucks in. I keep not quite remembering the numbers, but I'm sure someone can correct me on this. So please, 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 if you have the money and you have the kindness in your heart, shoot us a donation. And if you don't, but you still want to help us out, then just give us a signal boost, reblog us on Tumblr, just retweet it on Twitter, etc. You know, just spread the word, and the signal boost would be highly appreciated. You know, we do this for fun, we do this for you, so, you know, please give back. Anyway, there's one more plier throw-in, man. I'm pretty sure he's angry about what I've done to his brothers, but, you know, he's gotta go too. He's gone now. He's in a better place. So this world has just gone completely to it's done. It's roasted, put a fork in it. There are so many things flying around. Oh lord, fish. Oh no. I'm so powerful now. Yeah, I have destroyed an entire family. Hey, I left the guy in the train alone though. Or the train bench, because I couldn't kill him. Yeah, Kero's used to this kind of thing. He's more afraid of the boss than he is of this world, actually. Birds! Ha! I can deal with birds even better now. Because I have quad. By the way, this thing still shoots fast underwater. You know. Heck yeah. So, of course, we had to take a train ride back. We couldn't just get teleported right back into base because of reasons. So we have to walk all the way back to the office, and that's why we're doing all this. Birds, go away. Why are there so many birds? Holy crap! Whew. Okay, more dead mole children. Oh god. Oh no. I'd like to know that that fish just kind of jumped up out of the water and then got stranded there. Poor thing. But now it's in a better place. I have only one heart, by the way. Hey, by the way, boss is an enemy. I don't think it has nearly as much health, though. But it still has an angry face. Yeah! And another one! Madness! And now it's dead. I love that moment because it just is such a good contrast to like earlier on in the game when you only had the machine gun and you had to like really kind of brawl up against the boss. Hey, by the way, Sing Beanie. It's a convenience mark. I could max out quad, but I need to heal first. So quad takes about 90 more coins to max out. There should be an easy way for me to get those coins. Do I still have to do... Heck yeah. I'm just gonna take a second to do the usual thing, grind out some coins, get that quad up to Ninja Star. Because Ninja is also a pretty good weapon, but I usually opt to get that second out of all the maxed out weapons. I think in this case I just got a Star Mine because I wanted to make the process a little faster for killing the train boss. Okay, 880 coins. I now have enough for this, Star Boys. Alright, let's do this. Ready? Ninja Stars! I usually end up ignoring fire because it's not really all that useful. Except if you're facing, like, random ice enemies or blocks. I've never run into a situation where I've needed fire more than I needed anything else. So the thing about Ninja Star is it's not normally super different from quad shots, but I'll demonstrate inside here. The thing about Ninja that makes it so great is that it bounces off of walls. However, I think it's still beaten out by Laser Uzi in terms of damage. But usually the reason why it excels so much is just it can reach all the spots that you can't normally reach with the Uzi. And also it's still good underwater, so of course. What a messy company building. Hey, look at all these refrigerators. And that safe. I'm doing more robberies. Look at how much money there is. Hey, I got a jacket back, too. Sweet. Let's see if I can actually keep this jacket this time for, like, more than one screen. Well, I kept the jacket for more than one screen. Yeah, I'm literally just actually robbing my own company. I guess I shouldn't be totally disingenuous with the flamethrower, though. It does have uses. In the fact that fire is the only weapon that can block projectiles, so I will just use it to clear out this hallway. But not all the way. Hey, bear. And it's dead. Bye, Snow Bear. You're the last one in existence, and now you're super dead. Yeah, they really need to clean out the company fridge a little more. If it's that aggressive, it's probably pretty angry about not getting cleaned out. Bear is dead. I'm sorry, Adux. Oh, lost my jacket. Dang it. Hey, an extra life though. That's awesome. I now have 6 of those. Ow. Maybe that wasn't worth it. So, the elevator here is just totally friggin' busted, by the way. I think if I go down, I can get something. I am incorrect. If I go down, I just find out that the elevator's busted, that's all. Alright, 4th floor. Let's do this. Oh, that bat's still a thing. That's okay, I have lasers now. Bats are not an issue anymore. Look at those large, angry masses of bad memories. Such unhappy boys. Please heal Adox's heart with money. It's the only way. Anyway, here's the roof. Ready, guys? Because it's time for a boss battle. What's that noise? Oh god, flies. Oh god, the boss. I believe you can use credit card. This is acceptable too. In fact, we're doing transactions over the internet, so I think you can only really use credit cards. Hey, Adox, do you take credit? So if we're taking the story seriously, then this boss is covered in some severely bad memories. I think she is very stressed. And she shrinks. There's multiple phases to this battle. Oh, beef. I don't think it's going to be nice and give me back to the second phase. I think I have to go start it from the start. Yep, I'm correct. Oh god. Ah, I didn't one-cycle it. This is just not possible. Don't worry, I'll save her. Okay. And now she's small. You okay, boss? Yeah, she looks fine. I think. She's just kind of walked off. Okay, well, let's see what's happening. Ooh. That's not great. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, that's where they all went. Hi, cat scientist. Hi, Pink Hero. Whoops. Okay, time for the final boss. Compared to, most other fights in this game, I think this one's actually pretty easy. You just have to remember to keep track of all the movement parts, pretty much. Oh god. And if you don't, you get hecked up just like that. But I have 4 lives, because I've been gathering them up, so... I'm pretty sure it'll be kind to me and it won't make me go through the entire thing again. Yeah, it does have consistency with boss fights. No, it's not like that. She's just in carbonite. I didn't die instantly. I just died, like, 3 cycles in, so, you know. Oh god. I guess to be fair, when I call this boss easy, I am also operating with the fact that I did grind somewhat for the laser Uzi. This is, by the way, probably a situation where a heart jar would come really in handy, but nonetheless. Oh god. 1 heart! 1 heart! Please die. Okay, it's dead. We did it, Jim. Hey! And that's the final boss down. Hey, see? So I told you. Kero Blaster is not a very long game. You can usually complete it in 2 hours like that if you know what you're doing. Also, all the bad thoughts ascend. Frog got pretty dang hecked up, though. So, hey Adox, I want to see you write a Cat Scientist X Frog fiction. So, let's do it. Also, Cat Boss is on the roof. He's okay, though. Alright, we're in the hospital. Look at that cast! Oh, that's painful. I've seen these things at various sites, but I never expected them to get this out of hand. I should have figured it out sooner. However, thanks to your help, we finally solved the issue of these Negativus Legatia. Whew. You really took a beating on this job, huh? You did fantastic work, though. I really thought you were a goner. However, this means no more overtime, right? Yeah, it does. Reported incidents are already on the decline, so we should be able to leave on time from now on. That's all up to the President, however. She might find something else for us to do. Speaking of which, how is the President? I haven't actually spoken with her since what happened. What? That's not a good sign at all. Don't tell me we're gonna get fired. I can't deny the possibility. Especially since the President was so fond of that pet. Okay. Cool. Guess she wasn't as fond of that pet as we thought. We should just be glad that the President isn't the type to hold grudges. Well, me seeing you back in the office. Get well soon. And there we go. We did it. Blasted. The Kero has been blasting. That's Amaya. Cool guy. Made this entire thing. Well, most of the thing. Apparently he had some help. That's awesome. I think there's some localization work that they did too, and I believe that went through... God. It's the same people who localized La Milana. Now what? Oh, don't worry, Adox. I have plans. I planned for this. First, we gotta write out the ending credits. Alright. We are now on the... it's playism. There we go. That's what it was. It has now been 3 hours since I have started my block. So it's time for me to do yet another shout-out. This is, just for reminders, the Voxus Extra Life 2016 stream. This goes for 24 hours. We started at 8 a.m. Central. This is now 7 p.m. Central. We're almost 12 hours in. By the time I end my block, we will be 12 hours into this stream. We do this for charity. If someone can drop a donation link in the chat. Paul is the one who organized this, and so we are donating to the Texas Children's Hospital. The goal that we have is $500. I think we've reached $285, if I remember properly. If you have the money, then please donate. But even if you don't, please, please, please spread this around to other people. See if you can get them to donate as well. The signal boost would be highly appreciated, and we love you and the attendance that you've brought us. We can now face the heat of Zangyo mode. I won't do it though, because it's painful, and I can't clear that in like 2 hours. But I am gonna take a quick look around. Oh right, it just spits me back out to that. Oh, achievements. So you get stamps. There's only like 10 of them. But I think that one's for beating overtime mode. Something like that. And there's the manual. Forgot about this as a thing. That's pretty nifty, though. Anyway, I have completed Kero Blaster, so I have one more game that I can swap to that I think is probably pretty good for cooling down. It's pretty quick session, so let's do this. Oh man, I forgot to actually change the... Oh, that's goofy. Alright, 1 second. I gotta do a little bit of editing too. So let's change this to the last game that I have for the night, which is one of my favorites. So 1 second, let me just swap us over to the idle screen while I set this up. Downwell. Hey, someone recognizes it. I'm glad about that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to my last game of the night. This is a game that I prepared mostly just for the hell of it. It's one of my favorite ones, and I literally went through yesterday when I was practicing, and I defeated the hard mode without really trying super hard. It was sort of an accident, really. Or not the hard mode, the easy mode. So I'm in full screen for a second. I'll define the screen region shortly, but I just have to like take this out of full screen so I can do it. You'll probably hear some audio for a second, so don't worry about it. Alright, options, display, screen. Tempting. Okay. Alright, let's make this 3 scale. Does it go up to 4? Oh god, it does. Okay, scale 3. Now, 1 second, let me just get a game capture so you guys can see what the hell's happening. Properties. Should... Downwell. Okay, that's good. Alright, so here is Downwell. This is probably one of my favorite games. Just straight up. I love these arcade-style things, and I can't get enough of them. The gameplay is pretty simple. I'm just going to take you guys through a run on easy mode first to sort of demonstrate how this works. And I'm going to do this on the usual style. Okay, so let's just take the phone down. Hey, by the way, this was developed by someone else Japanese too. That's super cool. I love all these games that I take. Okay, let's do it. So Downwell, here's the premise. You go down a well. Oh god, it's even louder than I thought. The premise of Downwell is that you're going down a well. Why? Reasons. Just go. You have gun boots. Gun boots let you fall at a certain rate. You can also use them to attack enemies, but why would you do that? I'm gonna retry. So basically the core gameplay loop of this game is to go down a well. You want to do that as fast as possible, but you also want to rack up sick combos by jumping on enemies. It's ironic, for the gun boots that you have, probably it's a good weapon, but the better thing that you can do is stomp on most enemies. The enemies that you can't stomp on are usually the dominant color. In this case it's green because I unlocked a style that I enjoy more than the initial red. But actually, if I swap it over, you'll see what I mean. This makes it a lot more obvious as to what you can and cannot hit. If you collect a certain amount of gems, you become gem sick, and that makes your gun boots better. And so if you go into these little caves, you can either get money or you can get weapons, and the weapons can boost your energy, which is that little bar on the right there. You'll notice that I use more of it until I get empty. Or it can give you health, and health either heals you or builds up so you can extend your capacity. I'm doing a really piss poor job right now because I haven't warmed up. I'm just doing this completely off the cuff at this point. But Downwell is really the kind of game that's really easy to pick up, and it's got a lot of get up and go. Ideally, if you're doing this correctly, what you want to do is... Oh, wow. I'll take it. Ideally, if you're doing this correctly, what you want to do is maintain... a combo the entire way down. So there's different thresholds depending on how many enemies you kill at once. You can see that little number that's generating above my head. At I believe 8 kills or so, or maybe it was 7, maybe it's 6, you get a bonus of 100 gems if you land for that combo. At 15, you get 1 extra charge, and at 25, you get health back. So you can heal yourself if you do a long enough combo. But the problem is, it's a very risk-reward system. So you have to be careful when you're trying to get more health that you don't actually get yourself damaged in the process. And that's actually where a lot of my failing with the game comes with. I am super bad at knowing when to stop. Also, the plot of this game is literally you must go down a well. There is a reason for it, but you have to like beat the game to find out. It's not anything super enlightening, but it is a reason. This man is not just going down a well because he likes to. Okay, but I will say this is like one of those quote-unquote roguelite sort of games. Or I guess actually it would be more hardcore roguelike because you can... Yeah! Health! You reset every session with the... No, it's roguelite. You get different styles. Okay, so triple machine gun. Oh god. I just jumped straight up into that enemy. That was not smart. By the way, did I see Savior? What's up, buddy? Yeah, no problem. I love these games so much. I love to explain them if I ever get the chance. Like, I want more people to play all 3 of the games that I've demonstrated this stream. If they don't cost that much, if you can just go out there and just like try them out, I would appreciate it from the perspective of someone who loves these sorts of games. I probably should explain each item as I get them, but they sort of explain themselves. So basically, the different items that I have, you can see them in the bottom left of the screen, right there, just little faces and stuff. On the very left, you have the apple, which gives you 4 HP. That essentially is like a free HP level if you have full HP. You have the members card, which spawns a shop at the start of every level and makes things cost 10% less. And then I picked up one of my favorites, which is gunpowder blocks, which every time you shoot those sets of blocks, it causes a chain reaction. However, there is a certain build that I usually run whenever I'm playing Downwell that I try to go for, and I will demonstrate it if I can get it. Because the thing about this is that it's, you know, in sort of the same vein as like Isaac or Nuclear Throne, where I can't quite choose what mutations or what abilities that I get. So I kind of just have to cross my fingers and hope and know what I'm going for. That's why gunpowder blocks is really useful, by the way. It's useful mostly not for the offensive capabilities, but for the fact that you can clear out things and continue your combo pretty well. So surprisingly, knife and fork seems like it would be the great option, but I prefer blast module. If I can kill things fast enough, if I get 25 enemies, which I can usually do in the breadth of a level, then I can just get all my health back. And the blast module allows me to do that in groups. So as you can see, now I have an aggressive downward attack, which happens when I jump on things. So, by the way, jumping on things is sometimes a much more beneficial option than shooting them. Because if I shoot the Skullman, he just gets mad and I can't jump on him anymore. He becomes covered in red jam. So you have to kill him by using your gun boost instead of by jumping on him. But if you jump on him, then you kill him instantly. Which is, as you might guess, a way better option. Fuck. You can still jump on him, by the way, but it does hurt you, so it's in an emergency or in a pinch, it's not the best option. But if you're trying to like continue a streak and you're super aggro about that, then you can do it that way. Something to note too is that when you're falling down this well, when you jump and you hit an enemy, then you reset the amount of ammo that you have, but you can also do that by jumping on the various props that are around, so everything is useful at some point. This game is really tightly designed, is what I'm saying. Bam. Heavy machine gun. Oh wait, oh Jesus. Why did I do that? That was a pain. Oh no. I'm used to it being on hard mode, where if you land on those things, where landing on those things is not dependent, does not trigger them as a trap. In hard mode, they just trigger automatically. So, ironically, machine gun is probably one of the better weapons, and it's the basic weapon that you start with, but the reason why it's so good, at least for my playstyle, is that it can keep you in the air the longest, and it doesn't necessarily one-shot the enemies that you're after. Which is beneficial if you're trying to set up for a combo. Oh, don't worry. I'll mess up at some point. I have played probably hours and hours of Downwell, though, so I'll be hard-pressed to mess up on easy mode just like this. Car battery, let's do it. So, we're in the aquifer now. The thing about the aquifer is that you have a level of oxygen. So every so often, you'll see these little chests and stuff. And this is what I said when I said this game is really tightly designed. You have to bust those open in order to get bubbles to restore your oxygen with. And you kind of gotta just like grok that on your own, because if you don't figure it out, these little rooms, these little side rooms, do help you figure that one out. For one, they freeze your oxygen level so you can take a breather. It's a joke. But they also give you these little bottles which give you like 30% more oxygen. They are, Video Cats is correct, by the way. This was not only a PC game, I think it was actually designed with iOS in mind. So you can play this mobile, and as I understand it, playing this mobile is actually really good. It's really been tightly designed for that. And me too, when I play this game, I don't tend to play it just for, what's it, the heck? I don't tend to play it with my keyboard if I can help it. I usually play it with a controller. It's one of those games where it really feels right. And that's what all three of the games this night have been, actually. All of them have been controller, like, good games. So, while we're in the shop, I'm going to take a second to explain the 3 new items that I have. In the bottom left, if you look at those, or 4 new items, rather, in the bottom left and the bottom right side now, since I've got so many items, that little rocket-looking thing is the blast module. You know what it does if I land at an enemy, then it causes me to kill them in an explosion. The explosion has the same damage as a jump, so it usually instantly kills things. The drone that I have flying around just fires an extra shot for every time that my gun boots fire a shot. I have Poppin' Gems, which is that like cross-looking kind of icon. The Poppin' Gems thing means that whenever I pick up gems, I start firing bullets upward, which is really, really useful. And then I have Gem Powered, which means that every time I pick up gems, my ammo gets replenished. Right now I'm using the Navi weapon, which is probably the hardest one out of all of the weapons to explain. Basically, it fires in the direction that you're moving in. So it can be useful if you're not just trying to attack straight down, but it also means that if you're not conscious of what you're doing, you can totally miss what you're aiming for. Or rather, what you're not aiming for because you're moving. Oh, I accidentally comboed. Ah, that's why drone's useful, by the way. Sometimes, or a lot of the problems with trying to survive in Downwell comes from above. A lot of enemies try to kill you from above, and you can only shoot down because you're wearing gun boots. So the ways to get over that are by using Poppin' Gems or drone and stuff to sort of extend the range that you can shoot upwards. I'm going to take Youth because it gives me some extra health, but it also allows me to choose 4 different things as opposed to 3. That's not really going to matter for too much longer, but I have 3 more levels after this one that I can actually utilize that on. And there are a couple of things that I do want to close my build out with. Youth is one of the easiest picks to make if you're early on in the game. It essentially allows you another upgrade, and it also gives you 1 extra HP. Now the thing about the Aquifer is that it's high risk and high reward. If you're careful, you can usually get combos really, really easily in the Aquifer. However, you have to make sure you don't do that at the expense of, like, dying, pretty much. Happy! Alright. Now normally, I like to be at about 9 HP when I get down the well, but I've beaten the boss on 7 before. The problem is I don't have full health, so this might be a little bit of an issue. Gem Attractor! Sucks in nearby gems. Basically, it allows me to do the whole gem combo. The Powered Gems, the Gem Attractor, and the, Poppin' Gems. It's a real good synergy. It works well together. So now we're in the Void. The thing about the Void is, in the Void, there's pretty much no platforms. Almost all platforms are spikes. So the only way you can get some pause is if you're constantly jumping on the props around the level. However, this means that Laser is really freaking good. And so is Shotgun, because there's a lot of wide open space. However, there's a downside, because if you haven't been building your energy meter, then you'll suffer greatly when you can't pause and you just start falling uncontrollably. That's the thing about Downwell. The worst thing that you can do is run out of ammo. And it's not even a sense of you can't kill things, it's just that when you run out of ammo, you completely lose your sense of being able to control yourself in the air. Which actually is why I say the gun boots aren't really something that's meant to kill people with. They're actually more for maintaining air control and making sure that you can jump on things. And this is also why I say machine gun is probably one of the best weapons that you can get, because it allows you an immense amount of air control when you have a lot of energy to use. Hey, Megalina. We're playing Downwell. I'm gonna take Candle. Candle just gives you longer iframes. When you get hit, it means you can go for longer without having to take damage. One of my favorite ones, as you can guess. Oh god. Okay. Shotgun. Something you might have noticed already is that each weapon has a different type, or a different amount of energy that it takes up. Basically, depending on the type of weapon you have, that's how much ammo it uses. So, for instance, and I just remember this off the top of my head, the machine gun uses 1 energy, Nappy uses 1 energy, triple machine gun uses 2, burst fire uses 3, laser uses 4, and shotgun uses 5. This is usually really important to remember. As you can see, your energy meter does not change per value. It changes little segmentations depending on what type of weapon you're using, but usually it's a good idea to have sort of a reckoning for how much ammo you have, based on how much energy you have. You know, you can sort of divide it based on what you're seeing, but I figure that's a good idea to just, you know, update your information every once in a while, so you can kind of keep on going and know how long you can hold down the A button for, or how many times you can press it before you start losing air control. I'm going to take, let's do laser sight. Bam! And I get some health back. Yeah, so check this out. 7 HP. Hell yeah. I know my Downwell really well, but I spent hours and hours trying to beat hard mode, which I did eventually do. But my hard mode beating data isn't on here because I changed computers at some point. I have the achievement for it though, so I can't. I'm not speaking out of my ass yet. I don't have a link to the schedule. I can say that a schedule link is on the Tumblr post, if I'm not mistaken. So, if you are wondering what the heck our schedule is, you should be able to find it on there. It's I can tell you off the top of my head that the person in the block after me is Ryan, and he will probably be playing Lego Universe. But he has something interesting prepared for that you want to be in attendance for and keep an eye out for. Oh, I love this point. So this is the point in the game where you start to get real good. Dimensions! Hey! I don't remember these things because that's not a game that I own, so forgive me. But I love this point in Downwell when you get real good, or you have like a lot of power, when you're steamrolling and balling out of control, because it just feels good to be able to hover in the air for like a minute at a time. I don't respect your game choices, Ryan. Thanks for the spreadsheet link. That's very useful. I'm not going to run out of ammo anytime soon, so I'll take Gemsick. Alright, so at this point, I have reached capacity for all of my upgrades. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fall some more. And what's that? Well, we only interact with this game in certain ways, so... shoot the hell out of it! This is the final boss of Downwell. Remember how I have all that ammo, though? The fact that I'm using laser is also really good. Everything explodes into gems, and that means I can stay in the air for even longer than I normally would be able to. So this boss has, I believe, 4 phases, where you go through an area that represents each of the different areas that you pass through on your way down the well. Oh, that was bullshit. Burst fire. On the way down in the boss fight, you also pick up little weapon upgrades, same as with you going down the well. Oh, I might beef this one. I hope I don't, though. Oh, the aquifer section of this is really brutal, though. Alright, guys, 1 HP. Can I pull this off? I don't think so. But we'll see. Just because I said that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up. The back down is not that real. Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright, now we're in the void section. Oh, God. And I beef it. Shit. So, the main problem with trying to survive with that boss is actually, in that void section especially, just like with the actual void, the only way that you can stay up is if you are bouncing on things. But the problem is, this is an obstacle for when you need to get down into the void section. So, I got munched. And it always sucks when that happens. But since we're about halfway through the 4th and last hour of my block, I want to take a second to just give another shout out. This is the Voxus Extra Life 2016 stream. It goes for 24 hours, and we do this annually. The stream is organized by Paul, and we are donating to the Texas Children's Hospital. Our donation goal is $500. I think we're at like $285 right now. And if someone can drop a donation link in the chat, that would be highly appreciated. But, you know, if you have money in your wallet and you can spare it, then please donate. If you do not have money, then please, please boost the signal. Let other people know about this stream. the commitment, the attendance, and your time is highly appreciated. Anyway, moving on. Yes, I did get vored. So I'm going to play this how I like to play this. On hard mode. On arm spin style. Arm spin style is my favorite type. Because you only find gun modules instead of getting money. And you don't get shops that often, but if you get the member card, then you get it, you know, you can just friggin' use shops every level. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna reset so I can get through the first level. Alright. Okay. So, this is hard mode of Downwell. Hard mode is... frick. One more retry. So the thing about hard mode compared to easy mode is that there are a lot more enemies, and they also add a few new enemy types. So understandably, this makes it like way more difficult to do stuff. I suddenly have all these red enemies that I can't jump on, and they also have a lot of enemies that can follow me from the ceiling. It gets incredibly hectic, but that's also why it's one of my favorite things, because it's a lot easier to combo, conversely, and that's sort of the trade-off with hard mode. So commonly, whenever I go through a level, I usually take a bunch of damage, but I also, because I'm using arm spin style, it balances out, usually by the fact that I pick up tons of gun modules that restore my health. I might just throw, though, because super rusty with hard mode. I haven't played this game in literally like half a year, ever since I beat hard mode. I spent like 3 days just trying super hard, and then when I was done, I was super done. And at this point, this game kind of just goes at it in infinitum. You can repeat this as much as you like, and it's really accessible. It's not like Binding of Isaac, though, or most other roguelites. In a lot of cases, once you've unlocked the 5 styles of gameplay, I think after that point, you're pretty much just unlocking different palettes. Just different colors and stuff. Oh, by the way, so this is a really cool thing. The creators, I believe, released Downwell on vinyl. And if anyone knows me, which they probably don't because I'm new to Voxus, at least publicly, visibly, I'm new to Voxus. I'm kind of I love music a lot. I'm filthy casual in a lot of senses, but I like my Radiohead as much as I like my Shins, pretty much. And I mean the band The Shins, not my physical actual Shins. So, vinyl releases like of this caliber are super cool. It's kind of like with Undertale, they did a vinyl release, of the actual soundtrack. So I would highly recommend, if you can find a copy somewhere. I think it was only a limited edition release, because that's just how vinyl happens. You have different runs. But if you ever find a copy of the Downwell record, I would highly recommend giving it a listen, because this soundtrack is awesome. Yeah, my Shins are okay, you numbnuts. Ah, yes. The members card. I gotta do it. Damn it. This is where I start needing to use my focus time a little more. So it might become a little more visual of a stream. Hey, at this point I've been insulted so much by you guys that I feel like I deserve some, what's it? Return. Adox. You've been going back and forth on me here. My shins aren't hurt, but the shins as a band might be hurt, I'm not sure. You're nothing but nice, until you yell at me to beef my things in my sweet skateboard game. Your spirit is pure up until you tell me to beef. Oh, I'm not talking about the rest of you, Chad. I'm talking about Adox. This game is crazy. It is one of my all-time favorites, though, just for how frenetic and fun it is. Oh, don't tell me bootstraps. Sometimes it just feels good to just unleash a salvo upon the enemies, even if ultimately it's the worst idea you could have. What can I say? I did say busted makes me feel good, so I don't really know what else I can add. Bam. Let's go for rest in pieces. So, rest in pieces. One of my favorite ones. If you shoot a corpse, it explodes. Of course, you have to run into an enemy that leaves behind a corpse to do that in the first place, so... Ah! The first of many beefs. Purpley! Look at all these colors. Just want to pause and take a second for that while I switch back to my favorite green. Oh no. Oh god, I picked up shotgun. I thought I picked up burst. So sometimes having certain weapon types can obviously sort of cause more pain than it does help. Especially in the early stages of the game. If you pick up shotgun or laser, then that means that you only have, 2 or 3 shots, and so you can't really keep yourself in the air for long enough to really maintain combos and stuff. So it's sort of a give and take. I'm gonna restart this one. It's sort of a give and take depending on how you go with it. Frick. No! Damn. Oof. Adox, that's so sweet, and lies completely in contrast to you, just completely destroying everything I said. Although, I guess, to be fair, I did just spend, like, 2 of my 4 hours playing as Murder Frog McMurderson, so... Oh! Sometimes it's hard to just get a good flow going, and that's especially the case of me being sort of exhausted after 3.5 hours of streaming, too, so go easy on me here. I said this is a good game to cool down on, but my idea and definition of cooling down might not be everyone's. Which in this case apparently is playing a brutal game until I give up. Oh no, I can't believe that Adox is Taiga. See, the problem is, Toradora is actually one of my favorite animes, so... Whoops! Oh, by the way, there's one more cool mechanic that I have to demonstrate when I get the chance to. So, Downwell has kind of a Metroid kind of feel, and this extends to his mechanics. Hold. I can wall jump. Haha! It's not really all that useful in practice, but it kind of saves you some extra ammo if you're desperate. Oh! Friggin'... This is about the normal pace of play, by the way. Usually, you die and you restart, and it happens every 2 minutes unless you find something that you actually latch onto. Oh, spicy food. Can I eat your food, Adox? Can you just, like, bring me a meal, please? I'm hungry. Thanks. Oh, this is the last weapon I forgot. Puncher. Oh, God. The back down is real. Oh, Yuri. See you around, Autoslicer. Thank you so much for the donation and everything else. It's been good to have you. The penguin game is Hado Full Boyfriend. It's pretty amusing. Moa is on Twitter, by the way. You should go follow when you get a chance. They actually, I think, can speak, or can understand English too, so if you want to talk to them, by all means go ahead. I think they're actually a prime contributing factor to the Undertale Japanese translation, but I might be wrong on that, so don't quote me on it. Bullet Hell Circle 6. That's Toho 6. For all the non-Tohos. It's an embodiment of Scarlet Devil. And the fact that I remember that says something about the fact that I know about Toho. The other resident Toho expert is Ryan, somewhere in the chat. I don't know if he's probably setting up for his stream right now. But if you ask him, he is proficient at Toho, and his boyfriend is a beast at Toho who 1cc's the damn things. Every single game. And I'm constantly baffled at how he's managed to do that. But then again, I just don't have the patience to go through and keep practicing it. Toho is in fact the game with the anime girls. Yeah, it would make sense that Devin knows about it. And I guess Paul does too. I came in through Toho at a really weird, At a really weird method, though. I came in through Toho through all the music and stuff that happened. Before I knew Toho was Toho, I ran into Iosis, and from there, everything was downhill. Oh, I'm about to beef it, boys. Hi, Ryan. You're not Paul. Full health. Damn it. That was a bad thing to miss. Okay. Knees weak. Arm spaghetti. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom spaghetti. Oh, I'm making a mash of this run. Oh, shelter! Oh my god, shelter. Oh, shelter. So good. Okay, so the thing about Aquifer hard mode is that not only does your oxygen go down oh, fuck. So the thing about Aquifer in hard mode is not only does your oxygen go down faster, you also don't get those little moments where you can gather oxygen from like the side rooms or anything. So the only way to get oxygen is to keep going down and to gather bubbles. And you only get them 10 at a time, so you really have to go fast. Shit. Ah. Mulligan. Sheesh. I swear, I want to have one run where I at least get to Void. Scheiße. At some point, though, you start get to a state of flow with this game, too. And I notice that's a theme with a lot of the games that I tend to prefer, is that, and a lot of the games, or the style that I play games with, too, is that I'm always trying to seek something that gives me a good, even flow. Okay, I'm gonna take a second to generate... Oh. Nope, never mind. So, especially when I'm playing stuff like Overwatch 2, I actually... Oh, God. I tend to prefer playing, like, Tracer or something, because when you play her, you get into a crazy flow that you kind of have to maintain with all the time mechanics and stuff. And I'll probably demonstrate that whenever we get to the Overwatch block, and I get back from work, like, halfway through there. So I hope there's space for me. You know, hint, hint. But I have a lot easier time with that than with thinking rolls, I think. And I also tend to prefer rhythm games too, but my rhythm isn't so good that I could be like, I don't know, super crazy good at them. Oh, I'm just falling apart now. Like, literally, I'm just actually losing focus at this point, because I've been sitting for pretty dang long. Oh, no. Shit. Oh, my lord. Ten more minutes, guys. Pray for me here. Something, I don't know. Oh, I can get up and stretch my leg when my stream block is over. It's over shortly. When I do that, I'm gonna get the hell off and have a dinner and a shower before I go to work. You know, just to get refreshed and stuff. 'Cause, oh my god. And then I'm gonna see if I can get on the Twitch chat from work. I don't know if it blocks, if the proxy servers block the stream or anything. I suspect they probably do, so I might not be able to continue moderating until I get back at, like, friggin... What the hell? What time do I get back? About 7:30 a.m., which would be 6:30 Eastern. And if I'm not mistaken, the stream is going to be going until about... 8 o'clock, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. See, that's the, that right there demonstrates the problem of taking the shotgun early on in Downwell runs, and also just the problem of, like, totally losing, control of yourself in the midair. And that's why I say it's good to have a weapon like the machine gun or something, which doesn't use a lot of your energy, it's ammo efficient. You know, it's not the most damaging gun in the world out of all the gun boot guns that you can have, but it is probably the most versatile. And as a result, I end up trying to opt for it if I can get it around mid-game or so. Or Puncher, or Nabi. Which is funny, because you think you'd want to go with stronger weapons when you have more energy, but actually it's more a case of, you know, and you can do that too. That does allow you to mill through, enemies and stuff faster, but it also means that, Ah, you get stuck. Okay, so currently it is about 8:50 p.m. This is on the East Coast. Central Time is an hour before that, so it'll be 7:50 Central. And Ryan's stream block goes from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Central, if I'm not mistaken. And at that point, Devin takes over for about 4 hours. And then Kate will be bringing up the rear with the 3 to 5 a.m. period. And the, what's it? When we reach the end of that, we're just going to have a big ol' Overwatch thing gathering up. All of us in the early morning. Probably going to do some goofy-ass shit. It's too bad that Sombra isn't out yet, though, because the PTR is only, I think, going to get released on Tuesday. But we can't goof around with Hack-A-Lady. Kate's probably a pumpkin right now. It's like 8:51 p.m., so it's probably like almost 4 a.m. over in UK. I suspect she might be making an appearance before that, just to check in on us. But, you know, stuff and things. Hey, Docs, you just gotta wake up in the morning. Oh no. That was a bad situation. That is probably a better idea overall. Sleep is definitely the better idea. But we don't do 24-hour streams to sleep, you know. We do them to not sleep and to wreck our bodies for the children. I'll admit that I just said that Kate turned into a pumpkin because that's what she would tell us. But that's actually a really cute image. Pumpkin Witch, I love it. Someone draw some Pumpkin Witch Kate art or something. What's my Halloween costume, guys? Because I don't know. Choose a thing for me here. Hey, HP up. Sweet. I am a cow, I guess. I am beef. Friggin' moo. I'm never gonna escape the catchphrase that I accidentally established for myself. So I guess I'll just keep playing the feud, huh? Murderous frog. Jump powered. Oh lord. I went from doing real good to beefing it super hard. Shit. Oh no. This is bad. Panic basket. Oh! Okay. Oh god, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. Beefed. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna call it here because I only have about 4 more minutes. So, since it's the end of my block, but again, I've been super insistent on this one. I just want to remind everybody that this is the Voxus 24-hour stream for Extra Life 2016. We do this every year, and it's usually put together by Paul. This year, we are donating to the Texas Children's Hospital. The donation goal that we're aiming for is $500, and I believe we are at $285 as of last we checked. Actually, you know what? I might as well just go and pull up the page. So just a moment while I do that. So I wanna check on this myself. Just do a little inelegant screen capturing towards the end here. So remove that. A window capture. Just take a look here. So here's what we got, folks. Behold. This is our page, by the way, but just to check, it seems like we're up at $285. That's pretty cool. Nice. So hey, Ryan's coming up next. He is going to be playing. Ah, frick! I keep calling it Lego Universe. Lego Dimensions. There we go. I got it, guys. I remembered it. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a Hatsune Miku browser. Behold, it's Hatsune Miku. But anyway, yeah, so Ryan's going to be up next with Lego Dimensions. He's going to have an interesting choice for you guys to make, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And just, you know, keep the donations rolling in if you have money in your wallet. And if you have the time and care for it, then please signal boost us, blog, retweet, post about us, you know, just let other people know about the stream and everything we're doing. And I appreciate it, and I appreciate your attendance. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop taking up the stream time now. Ryan should be on in a few minutes, so y'all have a good night. I'll probably see you after daybreak.